In today's video, we will find out 10 fastest ships ever built from each class. And it might blow your mind. Countdown from 10. We have the supertanker Pierre Guillemot that made by Chantier de l'Atlantique in France. Pierre Guillemot is not only one of the fastest supertanker ships in the world, but it was also ranked the second biggest ship by gross tonnage that has ever been built by humans. This supertanker was first launched on 16th August 1977 and suddenly became the fastest one. The ship was known as the fastest one in supertanker class because it can cruise up to 31 km per hour or 16.7 knots. Compared to the average supertanker that moved 10 to 30 knots, this ship surely fast. Maybe you think 31 km per hour is so slow if we compare it with a car, but one thing to be noted that this gigantic ship has weighed 600,000 tons. Compare it to a small sailing boat who has 100 kilograms in average. Undoubtedly, this ship is really fast, right? Next, we have Queen Mary II from England. No, not Queen Mary of Tack, but this Queen Mary is the fastest luxurious cruise ship. This cruise ship can speed up to 30 knots or 56 km per hour. It's the same with the fastest orca whale. So maybe they can swim side by side in the same speed. Not only the fastest cruise ship, but in Queen Mary II you can also find everything. From relaxation space to getting something more active. You will be indulged on a board spa or just visiting a vast and luxurious library with the smell and sound of waves. What if I told you that the ship from Star Trek is real? Just kidding. This ship from the United States doesn't fly yet to the space. It's cruising the seas. This ship is the first nuclear-powered aircraft carrier, called the USS Enterprise. For an aircraft carrier, this ship is definitely one of the fastest. She can go up to 33.6 knots or 62.24 km per hour. Well, unlike Queen Mary II that offers sumptuous experience, this ship is all about history and being a silent witness as the first nuclear-powered aircraft carrier. This ship had been actively becoming a warship since November 1961 and is also claimed as the most enormous. Nicknamed the Big E, this ship was the world's fastest aircraft carrier ever built. Unfortunately, this ship was inactivated on 1st December 2012 and officially decommissioned on 3 February 2017. Now let's move on to container ship type. We all know the famous container ship Ever Given in Suez Canal, right? Yeah, that meme still got us. But no, the Ever Given isn't the fastest. The MV Maersk Boston from Denmark is the champion in container ship class for the fastest ship. With its ability to sail in extreme speed for up to 69 km per hour or 37 knots, this ship has helped 116 countries to move the goods all around the world in quite short period of in-time delivery. The speed of this ship is pretty similar with the speed of a hyena when he is chasing his prey. In number 6, we meet the Ocean Liner class. In the film of Poseidon, the ocean liner RMS Poseidon didn't make it through the waves. But here we have the SS United States, who have been floating for America for 51 years. This sea-enormous vehicle can go fast in 43 knots, or 80 kilometers per hour. The big ship, which was well known as the America's flagship, was made to be the fastest and largest passenger ship that ever built by American. The speed rate that this ship can go still holds the transatlantic speed record and being one of the world's great 20th century ocean liners. Cool! Now for the number 5. We go dive into deep sea to see one of the fastest submarine in the world, Papa-class submarine K222. The K222 is well known as the world's fastest submarine, which is able to bring heavy missile but still to be able to swim to that pace in the water. It broke the world speed record for a submarine traveling undersea during its sea trials, reaching a maximum speed of more than 51 miles per hour. Wait, what? However, she proved to be just as problematic at sea as she was to build. Her high speed exposed problems that other submarines have never experienced. At speeds over 40 miles per hour or 81 km per hour, turbulence along the hull created excessive noise, reportedly up to 100 decibels in some cases, louder than a truck driving by you in certain places. It's really inconvenient because for submarine, silence is key to survival. Well, what goes around comes around. We haven't talked about ferry ship. Then we give you HSC Francisco from Argentina. HSC Francisco is the fastest in catamaran ferry ship, which is known as the first dual-fueled extreme-speed ro-ro ferry. She operated using liquefied natural gas as its main fuel. This ship measurement is 99 meter in length and beam of 26.94 meter, with capacity of 450 tons that can carry up to 1,000 passengers and 150 cars on 4 tiers with an enormous duty-free shop on board. However, despite of its ability to carry those weights, this ferry ship can still slide rapidly on the water for a speed up to 107.6 km per hour. This humongous ship was built by Incat Tasmania Company, and it has ability to provide 4 hours of high-speed operation that could surpass 58 knots to cover the round trip on the River Plate service. In number 3, we have the Corvette or the small warship type. In this type, the champion for the fastest is Skjold-class corvettes. Do you know that Skjold means shield in Norwegian? Their name really explains their job, right? This ship is well known as a super-fast stealth missile, which was built at the Umu Mandal yard and designed as the fastest combat ships afloat at the time of its introduction. The ship is able to swim on water swiftly that it can speed up to reach 110 km per hour or 60 knots. It glides hastily on the water, and this has been its characteristic despite its small size of warship figure. While it has smaller figure than other warships, the designer wasn't made it that way without reason. The Skjold-class corvette was made as a shield of Norwegian. The ship was actively used as coastal patrol in Norway territorial waters. The last of 2. In this number 2, we have super yacht owners who sailing under the flag of Spain. This ship was launched in 2000 and was built by Spain's Astilleros Bazan. And of course, this ship was built for the ones who love to ride for speed. The engineers of this ship had made it to slide on the water at an extreme speed up to 129 km per hour, or 70.1 knots. Furthermore, its machine is divided into 3 compartments, which are separated by 2 watertight and contains 2 1,280 horsepower MAN engines and 3 Rolls-Royce 6,700 horsepower gas turbines. This machine is able to move at 70.1 knots and is the fastest super yacht in the world. Sick! The last but not least, in position 1, we have the Caspian Sea Monster made by Unisoviet in 1960s. Caspian Sea Monster is an ekranoplan, a ground effect vehicle also called wing-in ground effect. Or simply say, a combination of a plane and a ship, like those planes in GTA. This giant is still classified as a ship rather than an aircraft, as this vehicle will never be able to fly but having a ground effect flight, which is the ability to swim above the water without actually touching the water. The designer constructed the ship in that certain way to move at a high speed up to 650 kilometers per hour or 351 knots. It's almost like the average speed of commercial plane. This super speed vehicle is perfect to take off and land in stormy conditions with high waves. However, its design caused many difficulties in their progress. It was tested extensively on the Caspian Sea for 15 years until 1980. Then it was destroyed cause of pilot error crash. The KM was damaged and no attempts were made to save it, it being left to float before eventually sinking a week later. So that's it. They are the top 10 fastest ships that ever built from each class. If you have to choose, which one is your favorite? Well, please do not see them from only the speed, but also considering their weight, length, and type 2. Be sure to subscribe and hit that like button. Thanks, and see you in the next video.